welcome to the video of March 2nd, 2019, and I'm going to talk to you a bit about what's currently going on with hypothermia. About 1.5 years ago, we rented a mill in the countryside, which was the former home of my mother and the location of my previous event, Kvarnriten, and also the location where we recorded the album Skogens Hjärta, from which you can see a cloth that drapes the wall during those recording sessions, or that recording session. It was recorded live under a full moon in 2008, in the beginning of August, and we felt that it would be one of our last times being there, so perfect way to close the circle with a new lineup, except me of course, and Hans, that has been with us for many years now. And it's always been the way with Hypothermia when we record all the music live, that it's rare that all of us can meet at the same time and same location. So since, especially now when we are 4 members living in 4 different cities and also 3 different countries, so we were efficient about time, and when we set up the sound as we like it, and make it as good as possible with the means that we have, we recorded not just 1 but 2 albums, and also material for some splits with some of our friends around the world, which we will dive into a bit later in the future when the songs are finished in mixing and mastering. And the second album is something we will also talk to a bit later, but definitely this year. It won't be out this year because I want to focus on the upcoming album, which is Svartkonst 2, Moonwalls, and I'm awaiting expected release date for it as we speak, but it shouldn't be too far away. Generally, when you finish something, it takes a label 3 months to release it, but let's say within the coming half year it should definitely be out on all formats. And I think it will be more interesting for you to hear me speak deeper in detail about the album when the release has been announced. But I can tell you that we have definitely not been lazy, even if it's been a while since we made the first part of Svartkonst and the EP Kaffe and Blod 2 between those albums. but I've also tried to, of course, be a bit more active in setting this kind of things up and learning how this works. But also, of course, I've been working on some of my other projects, recording soundtrack for a short Mexican movie, or maybe I should call it a short movie in Mexico. Not sure if it's particularly Mexican, but it's made in Mexico, and I made the music for it. That's something I'll share in the future. It's a bit like a hybrid between my different projects. But as you have noticed, the past year has been more focused on getting some of the merchandise ideas out that I've been working on the past 2 years, and I feel that I've done what I can with that for the moment, and it wouldn't be fair to you to just give you 5 or 10 new shirts. That's not what you need right now, because I personally believe that for a merchandise item to be of any value, you have to have a connection to it. And sure, you have a connection to me and Hypothermia or some of my other bands and projects, but I'm aware that it will be mutually beneficial for us that you hear the new album, which it's some of the more interesting compositions in my view from this country. I'm not saying from the world, because I've heard some pretty amazing things out of both Norway and Iceland the past years, and I know they are working on things as well that can compare to or even overcome what I'm doing. But it's not a competition, it's the more we are who do this the right way and create something extraordinary out of this world that makes you rethink what you thought about the music and the art and what is real black metal. I think that's only good for the world, and will improve and sharpen the minds of those that dares to grasp that blade that are thrown towards you. Many of you won't know what to do with it, and that's perfectly fine. But I believe that this year and the coming year will be very interesting in the world of black metal, and I'm not sure how it will look like live, but just know that if you're not hearing something in your city or your country about getting what you consider good black metal bands or good bands in general, please don't just leave us a comment. Contact your local venues and promoters and organizers, and if you have a magazine in the area, it's even better. I gladly do interviews with them. I gladly speak to your organizers and promoters and see if we can set something up. I would like to be on the road in venues a lot more than I've been the past years. And sure, we've done around 100 shows with Hypothermia during the past decade or so, but I would have liked if that was twice as much, to be honest. So let's work on that together. And if you want to hear more news, they will have more substance than this. This is just a general update, because I felt I owed it to you, and I didn't feel like writing a long post on any social media. I don't feel like that's interesting to anyone. I think this is a more personal way to share it. I hope you agree. But if you are interested in getting more updates like this, and also more information about our past and upcoming albums, how I record music and vocals, and how I deal with depression and anxiety, and what my other bands and projects are up to, I suggest that you please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you want to support us financially to make more videos like this, and to make videos in higher quality, and to also be able to record music more often in any of our projects, in any of my projects, go to our Patreon, and we have an account on Bandcamp too, where you can stream and download our music and buy our albums, and I have a shop where you can buy most of our albums and merchandise too, and related bands, vinyls and shirts. And if you want to support us in other ways, I hope you follow my other account on Facebook, which is A Symphony to the Void, which is also the address to the Patreon account, because that's not limited to just Hypothermia. It also focuses on my art and my other bands and projects, so you get a more complete picture of what me and my friends are up to. And there we will host some Q&As with you, so whatever you wonder about, please let us know in the comments here. No messages through instant messages or direct messages on our Instagram account, but just let us know in the comments here. And if you subscribe to us on Patreon, you can make the comments there, and we'll do our best to cover as wide range of subjects as possible, but with a focus. Sometimes it's just me alone, most of the time, and sometimes I will be able to talk to my bassist or drummer or other guitarist about the subject you request. And of course, if questions are directed at them, we will try to focus a bit in the different videos I make with them, so you can feel that you're getting your answers. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to talk to you more in a not too distant future. Skål!